It's the Sunday Chronicle on Stacks 92.1. It's the Sunday Chronicle. We gon' give the news and keep you up to date. From crimes to the politics, you gon' know what's up around your way. We give 2 thumbs up to everyone out here doing their thing. We gon' show mad love to all the ones working hard in communities. It's the Sunday Chronicle.
Good morning and welcome to the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Giannis Jackson, coming to you from Stacks 92.1 FM. This is the platform for the community because community knows what community needs. I'd like to thank all my listeners for being here again today, bright and early on this Sunday morning. I also want to thank my witty co-host, Span.
Hey.
That's Span, S-P-A-N, ladies and gentlemen.
You called me Stan earlier.
No, I did not. He always says that every time we record. He says I call him Stan, and I know that it's Span like wingspan, but you know what?
I don't take it personal.
And I don't either. That's why I'm about to just introduce our guest. Anyways, with that being said, I am so excited to introduce my guest and the sponsor for this show, the Sunday Chronicle. This is my friend, Minister Maurice Cain. And he is here. He is originally from Chicago, Illinois. I know him by the way of music. We have played together. I look at him as my brother. You know, he's been there through a lot of ups and downs. So it's a pleasure to have him here today, to talk with him, to learn about his journey, where he's come from, where he's going, what's to come in the future. So, Maurice, thank you for being here today.
All right. Thank you. That was a good intro. I love it. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure.
It's Sunday,
my pleasure.
The best day of the week.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I'm from Chicago. Born 1975. I'm an Aries. Mother had 6 kids. Mm-hmm. So I'm the oldest boy.
You're the oldest. Okay.
Oldest boy. Went to school in South Shore High School. Graduated from the South Side. And then been in church all my life.
And so what, ties us together is the music, right? That's how we met, music.
That's right.
So tell me about music, your music, and your love for music. Where does that stem from?
Well, it stemmed from just being around musicians all my life. I built the confidence at the age of 6. So at the age of 6, I started playing, no lessons. I had 6 kids, so I didn't even know anything about private lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So
you learned by ear and
by watching.
By watching. Oh.
By watching. Never took lessons a day in my life. I didn't take lessons till probably late 20s, but I was already playing at the age of 6. So at the age of 6, I was just watching, mimicking people, see what they do. I would go home and look in the mirror.
So you would like practice riffs and stuff, like where you like, ooh yeah, I mean in the mirror and stuff.
No, I wasn't even a singer.
Oh,
no,
just
my mouth playing. Look,
what
listen.
instrument were you playing with? What did you learn on first?
Drums.
Drums.
Yeah, I was a professional drummer.
I didn't know that he learned on. I thought you started on keys. Okay, we talking here. Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah. So I'm a professional drummer. I learned on pots and pans.
Did you? So you had your whole hookup in front of you. So you had the big pot where you used to cook the greens, right?
Yes.
And then you had the smaller pot where you put the rice in. It was that what was that one?
Well, I'm gonna explain it to you like this. My mom was a small partier, so we would have people over at the house, and I would perform on the plates, cymbals, china. I broke a lot of dishes, but and since then, just watching, going home. I was director of the choir, and I became the MD.
Wait, how old were you when you became director of the choir?
6, 7.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, but I would perfect my.
That's like a prodigy type.
No, I would perfect my, and I would any mirror. That's why I learned the confidence from.
Wow.
And people say it could be arrogance. I don't know, but it was just I would go home and just
I think it's a difference.
Arrogance and confidence are cousins.
Cousins, but they're different. It's like,
yeah.
you know. Hey,
So I would do that, and then I was like, one of my friends was getting paid, and I found out you can get paid for me. So I was like,
oh, that changed the game. that changed the game. You I could get paid.
I've been playing for free.
Yeah.
But no, and I saw his check, and he was like, yeah, because I play keys. And that moment when he told me that, I bought a little Casio. I'm serious.
And how old were you when you got the Casio?
When I got the Casio, probably, I'm going to say 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was drums from 6 to 18, and then you started with the keys.
With the keys, because I saw his check. I
need to figure this out. Too sweet.
When I saw his check, and it was on from there. Then I started, like, as I got older, got married, and I started hearing I can write. I was like, okay, it works like this. So then I wrote my first song, I'm Free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no. I wrote, so then after that, I was just like, okay, I'm keys now.
Wow.
So now, I mean, I can still play drums, but keys now.
I mean, but you have this whole gift, though. I mean,
gift because I started at the age 6. My mom, it's a true story. My mom would write a note on my jacket. We didn't have a car. How to get to church on the bus.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, she could have, nowadays, she probably CPS or CPD, you know, be at our door. But I was on the bus going to church faithfully every week, perfecting. I don't know why. I was just like, okay, it's something there. But then at 18, I started preaching. So I got ordained.
Okay.
Then.
Oh, wow. So what was that like? Tell me about that at 18. Being ordained. Tell me a little bit about that.
At 18, you trying to get into all the shenanigans. Here you are becoming a minister.
Yeah. No, so did you grew up ahead of your time, or wait, let me stop.
But
okay,
listen, no, I have to, because I got to rewind back, because now I'm 18. I think I just got married.
Okay.
And
you had a lot going on.
I had a lot going on, and then the marriage didn't work, so I started backsliding. I'm like, oh God. How do I now I'm a minister, and I can't be going to clubs. So you know what I'm saying. So I wasn't in the clubs, And if you saw me there, you see that eye, because they'll give you that eye. But so then I you have failures in life. Everybody have failures, and then as I got older and older, I started perfecting. Okay, I always want to be a pastor. That was
it a failure or a lesson?
I think life is lessons.
See, yeah.
I think
that
life is lesson. My grandfather told me that. He said, you keep going, no matter what comes your way, because there's going to be trials, there's going to be obstacles in your way. But I think as you get older in life, it's going to be lessons. It's going to be some dark times, some rough times. You just got to have, you have to go keep moving. So, so I, like I said, music, ministry, all goes together. Then I was working at that same time. So now I'm a leader, manager at the age of 18.
Wow. I thought I had a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, that's 18. A lot to take on at 18.
I mean,
yes.
These are the stories that I like to hear, right?
Yeah.
To learn the fabric, the makeup behind a person and what actually builds their character, right? So people can think and say whatever they want, right?
Right.
But this about you, right?
Yeah.
And this is what you carry with you, right?
Well, yeah. I carry that load because I think my grandfather said you can be whatever you want to be. And so that's what I want to tell the youth today. Put down the games.
Yes, minister. Yes.
Get back outside and go play.
Yeah.
No. Reality. I want to preach a sermon. I don't know where I want to come from it. People think we living in virtual, but we in reality.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what's wrong with the community today. We stop giving our kids dreams.
Right. Or encouraging them, right?
Yes.
Because it's not our jobs to really give it to them, but to encourage them, right?
Right. And
I'm feeling you. I feel that. Yeah.
And I can hear people saying probably, well, I don't have my dad there. I didn't have my dad. But the mindset of saying, hey, I want better. I'm from Chicago, the South Side. People were killing. This was back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. In
the 90s, the drugs. And you are what you come from a community. I mean, you have to have a real mindset. I can do better.
Right. It's a choice every day. I think it's something that we have to consciously pursue better. I don't think better is something that you get and just hold on and can sit there with it. I think you always have to chase better, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, that's my 2 cents. But with that being said, I would love to hear more about your journey and as being a minister, but not just a minister, but a music minister, a minister of music, and what that means to you. But I want to do that after this short break. We're going to go, but I want to remind my listeners that this is the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Giannis Jackson, coming to you from Stax 92.1 FM. This is the platform for the community because community knows what community needs. We'll be back after this.
At Lansing Community College, I'm learning for my future. LCC offers 1- and 2-year pathways to careers in healthcare, IT, manufacturing, and other professional trades. More than 500,000 professional trades jobs will need to be filled in Michigan by 2026. So I know I'm learning for a great career. I belong at LCC. You belong here too. Visit lcc.edu/youbelong and enroll today.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now to learn more.
800-668-2493. 800-668-2493. 800-668-2493. That's 800-668-2493.
Let me tell you a story about Bill. Bill was a normal guy in his 50s. He had back surgery about 2 years ago. Bill was in a lot of pain. He dealt with his pain by taking the Percocets his doctor prescribed for him. Bill took more and more and more of them to help with the pain, until one day the prescriptions weren't enough to get rid of Bill's pain. Then one day Bill found someone to help him get rid of the pain with illegal drugs he didn't need a prescription for. Fast forward to today. Bill lost his job and his family. The only thing he does have is his drug dealer. If you know Bill's story and you don't want to end up like Bill, call the Detox and Treatment Helpline right now to get away and get treatment.
800-210-7907. 800-210-7907. 800-210-7907. That's 800-210-7907.
And welcome back to the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Giannis Jackson, coming to you from Stax 92.1 FM. This is the platform for the community because community knows what community needs. Today, I'm going to reintroduce my guest, Minister Maurice Cain. He is here telling me about his calling, God's calling on his life, his ministry, and mentorship, and what that means to him. And before we went to the break, I asked him a little bit about how we got to this point and what led him to be a minister of music. So I'm going to give you the floor again, Maurice, and then you could tell me a little bit about your journey.
All right. Yes. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me again. So the journey started 2008. I landed in Michigan.
Okay.
Yep, landed in Michigan and didn't know anyone. And so that's the good thing about me. I can go anywhere and just get involved.
Now, how did you land here? Was it a job? Was it a ministry?
No.
You just upped and just...
Me and my wife currently now.
Okay.
She went to MSU. So,
okay.
Yep,
Okay.
She went to MSU and she was like, hey, I went to MSU, a former employee up here. So instantly I worked for a company back then. I don't know if we can say the company on the radio.
I don't know. I always ask, and then everybody in the room's like, I don't know, and so I just say it.
I don't want to get in trouble. So what I did was I worked for a brand company, and they had one here. So transferred here and went to running. And so 2008, I started getting involved, started landing some church positions where I wanted to play at.
Okay.
So that's how I started meeting people.
So were you like just doing the keys, or were you in like just ministering?
I was doing both.
You were doing both.
Doing both.
So you stayed busy then. So you would kind of run around and do stuff.
Right,
He's already a restaurant manager.
Right.
And a minister. Like both of those are like more than 40-hour
Don't
week
forget
jobs.
dad.
And he's married.
And married. Got 5
those are two
kids.
other
Did you
four.
own a house too?
You have
Yes.
5 kids?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
We on the radio.
And I
Yes.
bet he had to mow the line. What did he say? Did he cuss?
No.
You made me cuss. The only person that can cut. No, I'm just saying.
No, don't even.
I'm not.
Don't even.
You know I ain't. Okay.
I broke a sweat right there for a second.
What,
to be
you
honest.
thought I was?
No. I mean, you. It's like in my mind as a radio person, whenever someone flirts with that arena, I immediately start thinking panic mode, how to resolve situation. So like even when you joke, and this is entirely just me being a radio guy, I'm like, and like everything inside me seizes up and gets
I
nervous.
broke the radio code. I
No.
need to stop. Oh, okay.
You threatened to, and I was just like,
I can't
You
even
guys
threaten to break the radio code. I was on 10, huh?
Let me
Okay.
check my pulse. Let me get it back
goodness.
down.
I'm giving myself a radio lashing. So anyway, to get back to Minister Maurice, that was a lot, man. Don't do that to me anymore. Don't. That caught me off guard.
I am a lot.
That he is a lot.
Oh my God.
My witty co-host.
Oh my God.
Yes, Maurice, your journey as a minister.
So as a minister, I played at some churches in Lansing, and so going from nobody knowing anyone, I knew no one in this town.
I can't believe that.
Why?
Because you're so social. I mean,
That's the little guy from 6 years old that can do or can be what my grandfather told me. You can be whatever you want to be.
So I know you met a lot of people quickly, right? Or no?
Yes, quickly.
Of course, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Quickly. Yes. So then I started preaching in some areas, playing in some areas, and then I started meeting music producers in here. So then I was like, hey, man, I got songs. I want to get out. I'm not a producer, but I can make what I want. I hear what I want to relate. So, but then I found a couple people because Harvey Lee is one of my guys that I go to all the time.
Now you guys you jam together, you work together. You did songs with him and stuff, right?
Yeah,
or he wrote some songs for you.
Well, we 50-50. So I had an idea. He comes back with how the concept. So that's what I'm saying.
And you've been working with him for a while, though, right? I know
2008.
Because I remember you bringing up his name quite a bit, and you've worked with. Have you worked with Genuine or
no? He did.
He worked directly. He wrote the song.
In those jeans.
Okay, that's great.
So
song.
that didn't know him, but the reason why we are good. His father is a pastor. So that's where we come together at,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a lot in common.
We have a lot in common.
Okay.
Even though he does a little different R&B things, but his father is a pastor.
Okay.
So we work together. Actually, I play there often sometimes. I haven't preached there, but I have played there. Then, of course, Bishop Thomas, Pastor Maxie, actually down the street.
And you
here.
still play quite a bit, like all over town, right? Or you slow down a little bit.
Well, slow down. I did get sick.
I mean, between 5 kids, 4 jobs, and like a life. I mean,
and then he knocked doors for me when I was running for office too.
Oh my God!
Yes.
You must go through a pair of shoes a week.
Yeah. You know what? I was thinking about that. I was like, I buy about 3 pair a year.
You get those thick black ones with
Yes.
the thick soles.
Yeah.
He moves quickly. Yeah, I've seen him in churches.
You know what? I slowed down a little bit. I did get
You
sick.
said you got sick.
I got sick in 2018. I was in the Flint area working. So the water did hit me.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I've seen your journey.
So I'm a product of that.
Yes, and that's why I really just want to lift my hands up, honestly, because to see where you've come from when you got sick, and when I first heard that, and oh my God, my heart, I was just like, what? And then the next time I see you up in your hospital gown and you writing music and praising the Lord, and I said, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. You are one of those stories. You are one of those people, that during, COVID, I'd look at a video like that. And when I didn't feel like getting out of bed, I'm like, you know what? Maurice walked all the way up those stairs when he was sick. I saw that video.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And he was, and I'm going to show you this video, right?
Okay.
It's called My God is a Healer, right? Yeah. So he's on the beach, right? And he's like, it's like a lot of stairs. And so he looks up and he starts walking up these stairs, and he's got his thick shoes on because he's always walking, right? And he makes it up there. I mean, he has to stop, he's on the railing and all that, but he gets up those stairs, right? And I was like, dang, that is amazing.
Why did you have to go up those stairs?
Well, that was my way of saying, look what God can do, So in that moment, because you don't know, I've never been sick. So I've been, like you said, been busy working. So the moment that happened to me, I had 2 weeks in ICU. So I'm like, I asked my wife, like, what happened? But God gave me vision. God, I believe, spoke to me and told me, you are responsible for the youth. And that's a heavy burden. That's
a lot.
That's heavy.
I mean, if God tells you to play Tiddlywinks once a year, that's still a heavy burden. God's orders always come with weight.
That'd be quite a Tiddlywinks game.
So here I'm like, God, what are you talking about? Like, but the moment that I knew, and this is
did you feel like you transformed? He transformed your mind?
No, somebody was there all the time, 24/7 in the hospital. But I perceived someone walked in the room. Someone walked in the room and said, have you asked God to forgive you? I'm like, no, I didn't. The moment I said, God, forgive me for whatever I've done, it's like blood just started rushing. And I started to gain my sense. I couldn't write.
You couldn't write?
That's why I had my friend to bring the piano.
So you were...
gone.
Were you, like, just disoriented?
I couldn't think.
Until you got your piano. You had the keys.
I asked my friend, I said, can you bring the piano? And my mom was there. She was like, who does that? This is a hospital. I said, you're right.
Yeah.
So we're going to heal.
That's right.
Heal some people.
That's right.
And I started tingling, started getting my strength back. That's when I came up with My God's a Healer.
And and you know what? That's that opportunity you had to show a gift, right? A real gift, right?
Yes.
Because you're in this state until you get that thing that is you, that's all about you, and you're all about that. And through that comes that healing. And then okay, I'm walking in my purpose, right?
Right, yeah.
And so that's what I saw. I mean, I didn't have to be there physically, but I watched your journey, right? We weren't always, able to talk to each other, but you always made those videos.
Yeah.
You were going live way before a lot of people I knew was going live. I mean, you get on there and you would played,
Yes.
and you didn't care who was there. It'd be
Who was
you.
watching?
Sometimes it'd be you and your daughter. And see, those are the things that keep people going. They might not say it. At the time, I couldn't even articulate or even knew what it was doing as I watched that. And so that's why I do watch. I am cautious about what I take in and what I follow. Stuff like that gives me life, right?
Right.
And so those are good to put those things out there. Now, I wanted to say thank you for sharing that. Out of this experience, what would you say is the thing that sticks out the most? What did you learn that you want to share in closing?
To be true to who you are. To be true. To walk in your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all have a purpose. We all have a plan. But I was like, God, why me? I've been doing, but to be true. And he asked me, are you being true to who you are?
Mm-hmm.
So then once I got that message, then I said, okay, it's go time. Now it's like my second time, but I'm doing it slow. I'm not coming, going full force, because I was just like going all the time. Now it's like slow. I can see you a lot better.
we gotta slow down sometimes,
You
right?
gotta slow down. You can't be chasing everything.
Let it come to you, right? Let it come to you.
Why'd you say that? I haven't preached in probably a couple, 2-3 years. Then I get nominated to be a pastor of church. It was like, oh.
Well, yeah, you can't run from it. You just can't run from it. Yeah.
I'm just saying. See, I haven't been in the spotlight, and I haven't, everything is.
But it might be that time, though.
Yeah,
See, that's when it's that time. I'm gonna say this in closing. When it's that time, people, it's that time. I mean,
because all I think about, I want a hit record, and I want this, and then I say, I'm stopped.
Once that focus change,
I'm stopped chasing the hit.
all that stuff come to you. I'm telling you, once that focus change to that purpose, then the stuff it'll follow.
Yes.
And that being said, I want to thank you. Thank you, Minister, for being here with me.
Yes.
Span, thank you. And I'm going to spell your name because we ain't going to go on into all that. I be calling
you said it right
Span.
every time after the first time we started, so it's all good.
No, you said today that I didn't say it right.
That was the first time.
No,
Ever since
I
then,
said
it's
it
been Span.
You know what? I'm going to go back to that show where you were saying that about I was saying your name wrong. But anyway, people, and look, people, my audience, my people. With that being said, I want to thank you for hanging out with us again at the Sunday Chronicle. I am your host, Giannis Jackson, coming to you from Stax 92.1 FM. This is the platform for the community because community knows what community needs. Make it a great week.
At Lansing Community College, I'm learning for my future. LCC offers 1- and 2-year pathways to careers in healthcare, IT, manufacturing, and other professional trades. More than 500,000 professional trades jobs will need to be filled in Michigan by 2026. So I know I'm learning for a great career. I belong at LCC. You belong here too. Visit lcc.edu/youbelong and enroll today.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now to learn more.
800-668-2493. 800-668-2493. 800-668-2493. That's 800-668-2493.
Let me tell you a story about Bill. Bill was a normal guy in his 50s. He had back surgery about 2 years ago. Bill was in a lot of pain. He dealt with his pain by taking the Percocets his doctor prescribed for him. Bill took more and more and more of them to help with the pain, until one day the prescriptions weren't enough to get rid of Bill's pain. Then one day Bill found someone to help him get rid of the pain with illegal drugs he didn't need a prescription for. Fast forward to today. Bill lost his job and his family. The only thing he does have is his drug dealer. If you know Bill's story and you don't want to end up like Bill, call the Detox and Treatment Helpline right now to get away and get treatment.
800-210-7907. 800-210-7907. 800-210-7907. That's 800-210-7907.